Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Truth or Square, and we're talking to Sandy now.
I still can't remember where I put that formula. Now what am I gonna do?
Howdy, SpongeBob! Howdy, Patrick! Dang, SpongeBob. You look lower than a sea worm's hindquarters.
SpongeBob lost the Krabby Patty secret formula, and now he's sad. And when he's sad, he can't remember anything, like where he put the formula. It's a vicious cycle. Is this making any sense?
Making SpongeBob happy? That shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Shazam! How about when we first met, SpongeBob?
That is the memory that we're going into for this level. It is when SpongeBob met Sandy, which, according to this game, was in the kelp forest and involved like 20 minutes of SpongeBob running around before he met Sandy for 2 seconds, which is what this level is. So yeah. And we have a spin move. It wouldn't be a SpongeBob 3D platformer without a spinning attack. I remember when I was first playing this, when I was playing the first level, and I was smacking shit with my spatula face over and over again, I was like, what? I feel like I remember this game having a spin attack. And lo and behold, it's just in the second level. So yeah, this one, I feel like this level is a little bit bigger than the previous one. And then we're also gonna have a little boss fight at the end, which is nice. But anyway, yeah, more Truth or Square. It is Monday night when I'm recording this. It'll be going up on Tuesday, I think. And I'm gonna try, I think, to do 2 of these a week because, I mean, this game is short. No point in making it take... I already have like 3 videos of this ready, so no point in making this take 2 months to play this like 2.5 hour long game when it's pretty easy to churn out videos for it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. As long as people keep watching it, then yeah, no point in stretching things out, because there are more games that I would like to get to, although not right away, because I'm doing a lot of other stuff at the moment. I'm glad that work is less busy. I've been needing for a long time to like lock in more on the various creative projects I have going. All of them are in the sort of ephemeral early stages of planning and early writing. One of them, or actually 2 of them, are machinima projects. And the other is a short that all of which I am hoping to have out sometime in the next year. I'm hoping that I have enough of something that I can put out like a teaser for one of these things before the end of this year. That's kind of my main goal. So yeah, I've been doing that and mostly just been experimenting. As far as the machinima stuff, just been experimenting with different stuff, been messing with some mods for GTA for a couple of different projects, and I have stuff that I've made while working on things and fleshing things out that I know aren't going to be part of bigger project, but I kind of like and feel like it might be neat to show, but I don't know about like actually fully fleshing them out into like a big project and putting them on my main channel, because I kind of want to reserve the main channel for film project stuff, machinima or otherwise, that is stuff that I want out. You know what I mean? So that might be a thing that I could put on here as like a bonus, either as its own video or like at the end of some videos, if anyone's interested in seeing some little like GTA machinima snippets. Could put some stuff together and put it on here. I feel like those sorts of little bites of things would have a better audience on this channel than my main channel, because even on my main channel with full, you know, with like fun and games, that was like, you know, well received by the people who watched it, but I know that there is a contingency of my subscribers on that channel who saw that and were like, what is this bullshit? Just make fun of children. Just go back to doing that. So. I like the jellyfish jelly on the floor thing. That's one of the only, like, new SpongeBob-isms that I've recognized in this game. Most of them seem to be recycled from older stuff. And yeah, I don't know how that even happened, that I ended up here, but it did. I think I did just a full circle while I was collecting coins. But yeah, I don't know. Jellyfish jelly on the floor is kind of funny. That's a good one. And yeah, we of course have the Kelp Forest music from Battle for Bikini Bottom. And I don't know if it's the exact same models for SpongeBob and all of them as far back as BFBB, but it sure looks like it. Looks pretty similar. And I don't know if the more, like, elastic look of it is actually something with the model itself, or if it's just the animation being less stiff than in Battle and the movie game. I don't know. I don't know about enough things. So yeah, I need to be a big boy to turn all three of those things at once. So you gotta get the big boy power, you know. Also, I'm going to reiterate, and by reiterate I mean actually do it, because I forgot in the first part. I mentioned that I was going to do a poll for what game I play through on stream next, and I just completely forgot to do that, and by the time I remembered, the video had been up for like a day and a half and 100 people had seen it, so I was like, well, fuck it. I think I'm going to just put it in the description of that video also, but I'll actually do it for this one. So look in the description of either video. If you're watching either of these videos more than like 2 weeks after they came out, then you can just completely disregard this. But yeah, the games are, I think, hold on, let me just pointed them out. This is a great thing to do while I'm recording. Okay, yeah, so I think it's gonna be Lego City Undercover, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, or Crash Bandicoot 4, so unless it's something different. But it's whatever's on the poll in the description. So yeah, do that if you care about that, and that'll help me figure out what I do next on stream. As like a full playthrough, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of to gauge what people are more interested in. 2 of them are platformers. One is like a 2D style platformer, the other is like an action platformer. And then Avatar. It's like a Ubisoft game. Action RPG, I guess you could call it. The one that I was kind of considering was Ace Combat 7, but I kind of think I want to just like play that on my own, at least first, to get a feel for it. I don't know if that would be like the coolest stream ever, me playing that for the first time, but I bet those games are fun. Walter bought me that for like either Christmas or my birthday, I forget, and I haven't played it yet because I haven't played a bunch of shit yet that I own on Steam. I think that's a pretty, like, common experience of Steam users. So yeah, I got by the plant. You can't do that. You lose. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and get the thing. Get ready for a little bit of this backtracking. I know there's stuff that I missed. Or stuff that you, like, needed. You need powers that you don't get until later levels in the previous levels. So, you know, maybe I'll be heading back to some of these levels at some point and getting some stuff. Who knows? I'm not really trying to, like, 100% this game or anything. I just kind of wanted to play it, but it's also pretty short, so it might be worth revisiting levels, at least, to get some stuff. The, like, nuggets or whatever, I don't know, the collectibles seem to just give you, like, concept art and stuff, which is generally how these SpongeBob games go with their extras, which is, like, fine, whatever, but I don't know, not really worth, like, busting my rump for, other than just completionism and content, but I don't know.
Boy, when you stop and think about it, the ocean sure is wet. Must be fine.
So, anyway, I hope everyone's week is going okay so far, the beginning of your week. Doesn't it look like you can get up there? I swear to God, this is why I'm over here, is because I could have sworn that I could get up there, but I'm wrong. Had to do that. It looks like you can just hop up there, but yeah, it's been okay for me. I feel bad. Our dog is feeling a little sicky. He's just a little, like, stuffy and got a little bit of a cough. I think it might be kennel cough or something. We took him to the vet. He got some medicine and he's chilling, but, you know, it always sucks when your puppy is, like, feeling bad because they can't, like, verbalize how they're feeling, so they just kind of, like, shake and look pathetic and, like, don't look like they're having as much fun as usual, and you're like, aw. So, but he should be fine soon, and he's doing okay. He's asleep right behind me. But yeah. So that kind of sucks. But, other than that, everything is pretty, normal. It's still hot as shit. Not quite as bad, although it is supposed to be like 100 degrees on Wednesday. Olivia and I finished watching, by which I mean it ended, on Sunday night, Love Island USA. I watched that whole season with her because, we watched that. I am a fan, and Liv is a fan of, like, reality slop. It has always been something that I've had a taste for, despite its trashiness, mostly because of, like, growing up with my sisters and my mom watching a lot of that sort of thing, and I don't know, just kind of like it even when it's not even good. And sometimes it is good. Sometimes I do, like, legitimately like it. And Love Island, the original in the UK, is I actually quite like, and that was what Liv and I originally watched back in, like, college. We would watch that together, and that show is, like, it feels so much more laid back, and also, I don't know, like, less dumb than Love Island USA. Like, I swear to God, it wasn't always like this, but the last 2 or 3 seasons, especially this one of Love Island USA, have been, like, so stupid, like, just trashy, and, like, it just doesn't seem like they're just, like, flying by the seat of their pants, and, like, there's hardly ever any, like, dates or any of the other things that make the UK show any good, and it's a lot of like forced twists and turns that just fuck things up for no reason. And this season especially had a lot of like weird fetish shit involved with all of the challenges. Like there's so much toe sucking and like spitting food into each other's mouth. Like it was so much, to the point where it was like, you know, I'm not anti-kink, but when it's this pervasive, it's at a certain point, it's like, okay, what's really going on here? It seems like they just wanted to have this in here, and the people participating do not seem into it, so it was just odd. And it sucked because this season, the like personalities of the people involved I kind of liked watching more than normal, but the show around it was just really kind of I don't know, kind of like directionless. And I don't know, there's just something about the way that they, even though the people in Love Island UK are also like, often a lot of them can be like vapid, like wannabe influencer types, and none of them have conversations that are particularly deep or whatever, but I don't know, some of the talking that is done in Love Island USA is just like, just makes very clear which country has the lower literacy rate, because I don't know, they just sound dumb as fuck sometimes. It's funny though, and I mean, I watched all that shit, I'll keep drinking that garbage, but I'm just saying, it's like kind of, it's getting a little out of hand with the US version. The UK version has just a crumb of respect for itself as a program and its audience. So that's like my that's what I've been doing instead of watching movies most nights, is doing that. But now it's over, so now we have to find something else to watch. She was like, I'm gonna be so depressed, I need scheduled content, and I'm like, you can watch baseball with me. And there's one of those like every day. Except the Phillies are on a break for this week because the MLB All-Star game is tomorrow. Or I guess today, on the day that the video's going up. Which, I mean, I guess I'll watch that. Maybe. Anyway, something that I wanted to talk about in the first video, but there wasn't a whole lot of time. But something that has been making the rounds among Bob heads, SpongeBob fans. Oh, remember when I said there was a boss? There's actually two, because this is just a boss at the end of this level, but then there's also a boss level after this. So, just to clarify. It's very silly to me that the boss of this is not the fucking clam that Sandy and SpongeBob fight when they meet in the show. And here's me getting my fucking ass kicked. I know what I have to do, I'm just a dummy. I'm getting splooted on the ground right now, this sucks. But yeah. Yeah, some news in the realm of SpongeBob. I think this has actually been out for a while. The like clip has been a thing for a bit, but I only recently came across like a high quality recording of the whole thing. But the like leaked audio of the cast recording for the episode Shanghaied, that the clip that, you know, people love to share is where Tom Kenny is saying fuck in the SpongeBob voice. They're recording a scene where they're supposed to be in the Flying Dutchman's stomach, and they just Steve Hillenburg tells him to like not make it sound so gruesome, and then they all start riffing, joking around, saying gruesome things in the voices, and Tom Kenny is like, oh fuck, it hurts. It's very funny. I actually listened to the entire thing, the whole cast recording. It's like an hour and a half, and I read it, and it was very cool. I really like shit like that, and I have no idea how people come across this shit, but I'm glad that people love finding shit like this and putting it on the internet, because I enjoy listening to it. You know, it's always cool to get behind the scenes stuff, and cast recordings like that are especially fun because it was really fun to see to hear the other takes that they did for each line, to hear which lines and which scenes they got on the first take and which ones they had to do a few for. And also, because I've seen the episode so many times, I could tell whenever I was hearing the take that is in the episode, and I was wondering, I don't know if I could do it because I think there are a couple lines that have the take that's in the episode came from a different session, like they had to re-record. Like the one line at the beginning where he says, like, why don't you go climb its anchor rope? That line was originally, why don't you climb its umbilical cord? Because they say the sky had a baby. And they obviously must have gotten like a note from the network to change umbilical cord, because that's probably a little weird or graphic sounding, I suppose. Even though this episode, Truth or Square, has a scene where you see SpongeBob as a fetus and his mother eats a Krabby Patty and he starts sucking. He pulls the umbilical cord. He's in his mother's womb and he pulls his umbilical cord out and starts sucking the Krabby Patty out of it. But I guess times were a lot different in 2009 versus 2000 or whatever, I guess. Anyway. I do feel like Nickelodeon definitely got grosser. I feel like Ren and Stimpy was pretty audacious for its time, and I don't know if anything after that on Nickelodeon really reached those highs. Certainly not anything quite as funny or like demented as Ren and Stimpy, but I think stuff that was more gross than Ren and Stimpy shit was on Nickelodeon. Not necessarily SpongeBob at that time, although there's some pretty gnarly stuff in the SpongeBob episodes from this era, so... And it just feels like this era of Nickelodeon is when they started leaning really hard into the gross out stuff. And in general, kids stuff, when I was growing up, just seemed to like, kids love gross things. I don't know where that came from, what, you know, focus group decided that. I mean, maybe it's true. I mean, there were some kids who did love gross things, and I mean, I loved a lot of TV shows and stuff that had gross out humor in it, but that's not what I liked about them. I usually liked them in spite of that shit. And it was never too aggressive in early SpongeBob. There's definitely some gross stuff, but it was like, you know, drinking tears. But that's like, you know, we evoke the image of drinking tears in just our regular discourse daily. Like, that's not that gross to me in a cartoon, you know? Anyway, here's the other boss. It is another Robot Patrick, and this one, you gotta spank his ass. That's what all of the, this is like Mario Galaxy. All the bosses are just about spanking that ass. Until they fucking die. Getting spanked to death. Talking about fetish shit. Speaking of SpongeBob and the internet, you know, I saw, what was it? I saw like a new SpongeBob meme. I swear like a new SpongeBob meme drops every 6 months. I saw another one, I forget what it is now, but I remember having this exact thought like 6 months ago with another one. It has to be from a new episode that I've not seen, but there's a meme that I've seen people like reply to tweets with that's from a SpongeBob episode, and it's SpongeBob like it's like a stack of SpongeBob's, and SpongeBob's like walking toward the stack. It's like a stack of cubes of him, and there's a caption. I think it's in like papyrus. It says like, "He just another me" or something like that. "My man's just another me," something like that. And I saw that a few times, and I remember having this thought, and I had the same thought again with whatever this other meme that I'm thinking of is, where I was like, man, the multitude and ubiquity of SpongeBob memes is truly astounding to me. Like, it has to be at this point, pound for pound. Oh, hold on. You alright, buddy? Okay. He was sniffling. I want to make sure my puppy was okay. It has to be, pound for pound, like, the most memed upon piece of media of all time, right? Because, I mean, there's, like, dozens of individual... When I was watching through the early episodes, and Liv and I, incidentally, also have been watching, like, when we go to sleep, sometimes we'll just put on any number of shows, but SpongeBob's one of them. Early SpongeBob is one of the things that we can just throw on to fall asleep to. And we've been watching through like season 3 right now, and every time I'm like, the volume of memes in those early episodes, it's like literally one per episode. There is not only a meme, but a meme that's like very common, and like it's so many. And I think maybe Simpsons or Family Guy is probably the only other thing I can think of that has like that many memes of that size or, you know, like spread, you know what I mean? It really is like SpongeBob is one of the most ubiquitous cultural things just in the world. It's pretty amazing. From such humble beginnings too, because I am just old enough to remember like this show being new and liking this show being something that like was novel. Now everyone loves everyone knows and loves SpongeBob very well. But you know, not to say it was like niche. It was always mega popular from the beginning, but you know, I don't know. It's just wild to see what has become of it, for better and worse. And I haven't played any of these new games like Cosmic Shake or the new one actually looks pretty good. I forget the name of it, but maybe I'll play those on stream or something. Yeah, the Brick of Lead bit, of course. Anyway, Mr. Krabs is next. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for part 3. Yeah, let's do that, Sandy.